Alright, what we got here today is Indexable jaws. They're for the second side to hold part diameters that are either an uncommon depth or uncommon diameter that your every day-to-day jaws aren't capable of holding. These spacers are also here to keep us from boring through jaw blanks or jaws that we use on a daily or weekly basis. They're disposable, so we don't really need to concern ourselves with ruining a good set of jaws that we know we're going to use in the near future. So these spacers are held with M12 by 1.75 bolts, which are the same bolts that hold the jaws. And we loosen the bolts for these spacers, rotate them around, retighten them, put on our spacer or spider, and rebore the jaws. When they start out, these blanks, when they're fresh, haven't been used, 1.4 length, start out with 1 inch 750 stock, turn them down to 1 inch 650, and we generally start out, or most of the time we're using 1018 material. We're using a 1/2 inch drill through, a 3/4 inch end mill, around 1 inch 30 thousandths deep, and that's just to make sure that that bolt head stays down and out of the way. And we don't like getting the lengths much longer because we want to make sure that the jaw itself, the chucking pressure is being absorbed by the jaw, and that the bolt really isn't doing much of the work. We do tap this hole all the way through, and it is 340 from this face to center line of the tapped hole. And as I mentioned, the spacer's 1 inch 650, and so is the pocket. The depth of this pocket is 800 from here to the floor. One other helpful thing that we've found is that we can switch out our chucking materials, whether it's the 1018 or aluminum or brass, without having to go to much work to switch those out. We do run plastics, and here's a plastic spacer, as you can see, so we don't hurt whatever plastic part that we're chucking, especially if it's an acrylic situation. On occasion we will use a longer spacer, like I can show you here, but like I said, we don't let our pressure get much more than 300, just to give us a little bit more grip on our length. Also, at times we'll bore to the far side of that spacer just to increase our chucking diameter or reach. When these things are new, brand new, like so, they're really good at holding really small stock without having to use a collet for like small bar stock. And then of course, they are capable of being bored all the way through, so long as you stay, below your bolt head. Anyway, I'd like you to give this a try, see what you think. We don't know how we got by without it through the years. This process has been in use for just about 12 years now in multiple machines. So let me know what you think. Thanks.